Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. Chris here from Finland Mennonite Church. It's time for another Midweek Musing, this time where we slow down and remind ourselves of one truth from the previous week's sermon and the scriptures that we were in. While I'm here in Ocean City, New Jersey, you see a miniature golf course behind me. You can maybe even hear some of the music. And we did listen to Pastor Jerry's sermon about Gen Alpha, right? This youngest generation, and this example that he shared was with Jesus, actually, and the little children, right? And his disciples, right? People were coming and they wanted Jesus to bless the little children, and his disciples were like, yo, get them away. Jesus has some more important stuff to do, like he's going to usher in the kingdom and all that. Get these kids out of here. And Jesus was not happy with his disciples. But he used it as a great opportunity to teach. That's what Jesus does. And he said, actually, you need to become like one of these. You need to become childlike, full of awe and wonder if you yourselves want to enter the kingdom of God. Wow, what an open rebuke and teaching that was. And, you know, this whole idea of awe and wonder and becoming childlike, it had me thinking. Well, it had me musing. In fact, the illustration hit me in the face, literally, the other day as I'm walking down the boardwalk. And maybe you've noticed some of these things crossing this video as we've been doing this. And one of these hit me on the boardwalk. Why don't you step in here, Jace? What do you got? What have you been blowing this whole time? What do we got?
Bubbles!
Bubbles! Yeah! In front of the Air Circus store, a guy was blowing these huge bubbles down the boardwalk. And it didn't matter what age they were. People were following them. They were trying to poke them. They were having a blast with these bubbles, right? They became childlike in wonder and awe over something as simple as bubbles, right? And that, friends, is a good reminder for all of us as we go through the rest of our summer. Maybe you've been blowing bubbles. Maybe you haven't blown bubbles in years. If that's the case, you need to go out and buy some bubbles and have fun again blowing bubbles, but let it remind you of the childlike wonder we're to have as we follow Jesus, this childlike wonder about a God who would come in the flesh himself, this childlike wonder about a God who would die on the cross for you and me, this childlike wonder about a God who would raise from the grave 3 days later, who would fill his followers with his own spirit. This God is the God who's calling you to follow him no matter your age, right? We heard from King Josiah. He was 8 when he became king, but he was true to following God. He had that relationship with the Creator. And friends, right now he's calling you. So go out and get some bubbles. Blow some bubbles. Have fun popping bubbles. And as you do, remember the childlike wonder that God is calling all of us to have, to receive it, to walk with it, and to live it where we live, work, and play. Well, I'm going to finish popping some bubbles here with Jace, and we're going to have a lot of fun. Enjoy your week as well as you pop bubbles, as you remember the thing that God is calling you to. Have a blessed rest of your week.